Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to show you guys the new deluxe monthly planner. This will be the 2019-2020 life planner. If you guys are like me, I actually do like the academic style year for both my life planner and the deluxe monthly. So I do have the one for July through June. So that would be the 2019-2020, but if you wait until January, then obviously it'd be the 2020 version. Either way completely works. I just personally hate waiting for the new planner, so that's kind of why I do it this way. So anyway, super excited to share this with you guys, and I wanted to thank Tori and Erin Condren for sending this my way. I reached out to them a while ago asking to like for sure be on their list to see this because it's probably like one of my most used Erin Condren products, and I signed up and everything, and unfortunately because of some issues or whatever they had with production, it just took a little bit longer to get to me. So figured better late than never. You guys have probably already seen this, but maybe you want my take, so let's go ahead and get started. I do have the 2018-2019 version here. Actually, this is just 2019. This is not the one that I actually use. This is the one that I use for like mock spreads for my sticker stuff. So let's see, do I have one in here? Did I not do them a couple months? Basically just set up so I can take pictures and stuff like that. So I'm gonna compare it, but I thought first let's go ahead and walk through. I did get this to actually use as my planner. So I got this cute cover. This is one of the new covers, and I just put family budget on the little section right here. I do like having the marquee covers for my budget planners, but I figured while I'm using it, I like it to be cute, so I'm gonna stick with this cover for a while. I did go with the rose gold, and I have to say I think the coils are pretty much the same. I did get rose gold. I love rose gold, so that's kind of that. But if I look back at my actual budget planner here, oh my goodness. I feel like, yeah. So the new deluxe monthlies do have a bigger coil, and hopefully you can kind of see that. This is my old version, which is definitely like beat up, but the coils are bigger. So just kind of keep that in mind. I know a lot of people commented like, oh, it looks like yours is smaller than the ones that they're coming out with, and I think that's just because I got it at the right time last year before they switched to the larger coils. So when you open it up, you have obviously the title page. You have a place to write down like your name or anything that you want to put there. Then you have some quote pages, and I don't really use these pages a ton. There's so many extra pages in the back. And something that I might do this year that I think a lot of people have been doing, especially with the life planners, is just combining pages that you don't really need. So when I'm flipping through this planner, I don't really care to see these inspirational quotes. They're cute, like, but I never sit down and read them. It doesn't really mean anything for me. So I think I'm just gonna take my little like Michael's runner thing and just combine those so that when I open it up, the first thing I open up to is this page. So I know it kind of feels like a waste, and I feel bad, you know, all the hard work they did to come up with a kaleidoscope design and the great quotes and stuff, but this is more of like a functional planner for me. So I just need it to be exactly what I need it to be. So that's kind of my thought on that. A lot of these pages I might be combining. Okay, and then we get into the mini months, and I do obviously have the July through June. So there's going to be this section here that I don't need. I like to use this for my sinking funds, just for like due dates that I know for sure are gonna come. I have to say though, there's a lot of sinking funds now that don't have due dates. So this section is definitely not used a ton in my deluxe monthly, but it's still nice to have like my due dates set out. So if I'm thinking about when something may come due, I can have it all set. And these do not change much. So that's kind of what I'm planning to do with it. Again, I'll probably use some of my sticker paper, cover up these months because I don't need it. Maybe put a key here. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna set up a lot of it, like if I'm gonna decorate it, if I'm gonna cover up these little bursts of color. I did get the colorful, by the way, if you haven't already noticed by the tabs. I do like the colorful for my budget planner because I don't use a ton of extra decorations. Like, I do have my budget kits that I love using, but besides that, I don't use anything else decorative wise. Like, it's pretty much plain except for my budget stickers. So anyway, I'm going to use these for sinking funds. And then this is definitely different because before, last year, we did not have lines. I love, love, love these lines. So I may do this section as like a going forward type of thing. So I'll probably have like monthly stickers and then just write down any big events. Like next May, I know for sure that my friend Laura is going to be getting married and I'm a bridesmaid. So that's going to be a lot of expensive things that I'm going to have to plan for. So it would just be nice to have all of that kind of set somewhere. Obvious things like Christmas is going to be expensive. So it's just nice to have a place where you can put down just holidays or special occasions that are going to require more money. So that's what I'm probably going to do here. Again, I'm not sure decor wise what I'm going to do. I may cover up the top part there and just put like special events. The nice thing about having a sticker shop is that you can make a lot of stickers yourself and make it exactly the way that you want. So if you guys want to see a setup video, let me know. And if you see some of the stickers that I'm using and you want those in the shop, let me know as well. I have some fun ideas, but I'm not exactly sure yet. Okay, so then we get to the actual months, and really there's not a ton of changes, which thank goodness. I was really, really, really nervous to see the new planners because I was hoping they wouldn't change a lot. I love the way it is right now. I love it. There could be better things about it. Like, it would be nice to have even more notes pages within each month, but for the most part, like the 4 or 5 pages that you get, perfect. So as always with the July, you have a lined page in the front, and then you flip to July and bam, it's just like the life planner. So I actually have the neutral, so for me, the neutral, there's like a lined page here as well, but this is very similar in the neutral. You get like birthdays, a monthly goals, a little box with lines, and then a dot grid page. So I'm really debating a couple things for this page, or these 2 pages. My first instinct would be to tape it and just not even have this in there because my current system is working. I love, love, love the way that I've set it up. I love having my variable income here and then all my other budget sheets on the other 4 pages. But at the same time, I feel like there are definitely things that I would love to add to this. So one idea would be maybe putting like a beginning balance and an ending balance for our checking account. Obviously that's not something that I would share, but I was thinking I can come up with stickers and stuff like that to track those things. And there's definitely lots of opportunities here. So I'm gonna take a more detailed look at it when I have time and try and come up with something that will work for these pages. But worst case scenario, I tape them together and they're gone. Okay, and then you get your monthly view, and I honestly don't mind the color. I don't mind the notes section here because, again, in this planner, it's mostly functional. I'm gonna put my stickers in here that are going to be my expense tracking stickers, but those are all different colors. There's no like rhyme or reason with it. It's just like color coordinated based off of the expense. So I don't really care what is going on here. And I know some people may or may not, but I honestly don't. Like, again, this is supposed to be functional for me. So it looks very, very similar to what you're gonna get in the life planner. The one exception though is that you get this mini calendar again. Whereas in the life planner, I don't think you get this anymore because it's in the weekly pages. And then you get 1, 2, 3, 4 pages again. That's exactly the same. And then you get into the next month's. So that is pretty much the same. All of the major parts of the planner are the same. If you guys remember a couple years back, some differences in the planner was that one, this page here was dot grid, which I didn't hate, I didn't mind it. I personally like lined better, so that was different. And then we had a spot here, which was broken into 5 boxes, which I used for my weekly check-in. And honestly, I think I started the weekly check-in idea based off of that. Like, I think that's really where it stemmed from, because I was like, what am I gonna do with these boxes? You know what? I should start checking like every month or every week instead of checking like bi-monthly. Not bi-monthly, like mid-month. Instead of doing that, instead of getting like, oh crap, it's the 15th, I need to look at how we're doing, like doing that every week would definitely help. So I think that really helped. And then on this page here, we have the productivity layout, which is one thing that I wanted to also mention. I'll show you guys in a second in the back, but I've heard there's an option to add additional pages in the back. So there's always been the option to add lined pages, but now you can supposedly add dot grid pages and productivity pages. So one thing that you could definitely do is if you want more space, you could uncoil this. I know that's kind of like hard to imagine for some people. Uncoil it and add in more of those pages within the actual months. Like, I think that would be a great idea. Okay, so the colors are exactly the same. So July is navy, yellow is August, and so on. And then I want to show you guys the back. So in the very back, we are going to get, this is a little different. Okay, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you get a couple random extra pages within there, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why that is. And then you get the mini months for 2021. So again, a nice place to put any events that you know for sure are going to be coming up. And then you get into your notes pages. These pages are set up exactly the same as the other pages. You have like the little hexagon with the asterisks in the corner. So you could definitely add it. I mean, the colors might not work exactly, but it's going to look very similar. I believe you get 40 pages front and back. Back here, so that is plenty for me. Again, you could probably add a couple different options to that if you want to, but for me and what I like to track, honestly, I don't need much more space than that. I have like a medical expense tracker in the back and stuff like that, but nothing super crazy. And then you get some really cute stickers. These are very similar to the Life Planner stickers, except for they're not foiled. So these are just like the little white asterisks. So you get 2 pages of those. And these might change depending on if you get the colorful or neutral. And then you get your pocket in the back. And this year you have the same exact pocket front and back. So definitely, I think the changes that they did make, the very small changes that they made, will work for me, and I think they'll probably work for you if you like the other layout. Again, I'm definitely hoping to utilize this planner a little bit more and bring it with me a little bit more. I get a lot of questions about the coils. I do love the rose gold. And my rose gold coil for my Life Planner has held up really well. I actually have it right here. It is ginormous. You can see it's held up really, really well. But if you look at my budget planner looks rough. Like, can you see that? It doesn't even look rose gold anymore. It's very tarnished. And I was talking to a friend about this, and I honestly believe this now. My Life Planner goes in my bag, gets thrown in my bag every single day. I tossed around with CPA books, with my laptop, with everything. My budget planner this entire year has stayed in my office, and really I don't take it with me anywhere. That is one downside of having 2 different planners, having a budget planner and a Life Planner, is that now you don't take the budget planner with you as much because it's a lot to have 2 planners in your bag. So I really do think that the reason why it's so tarnished is because I just leave it at home and it sits on my desk. And a great example of this is my friend Sara has a Pandora bracelet, and she wears it every single day. It's kind of like I wear my cross necklace, she wears this Pandora bracelet. Her mother-in-law also has a similar bracelet, but she doesn't wear it every day. And when you take a look at the 2 bracelets, her mother-in-law's, which sits in a jewelry box, is completely tarnished, and hers is like brand new. And I think it just has something to do with being worn that keeps it looking nice. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you're planning to use the new planner and like rough it up and, you know, keep it in your bag, you'll probably be fine. If you leave it on your desk, I don't know. I don't know if that's the legit reason why, but that it just makes sense when you think about it and when you see the differences. You would think the one on my desk would hold up better, but it's not. So anyway, that is kind of the difference. As I was going through it, I kind of realized there's not really much to change to show you guys. The pages look pretty much the same. Obviously, the designs are a little different. And then I think the major difference is, again, these are not blank anymore. Now you have lines, which I love. And now instead of having like the lined page, the quote page, and then the month, now you have something in between. That's the biggest difference. Honestly, not huge. These stickers are obviously a little different, and I just realized like these are super streaky, which is probably, I really don't use them, so it's okay, but that's definitely interesting. And then in the very back, this folder is different. So besides that, nothing super crazy. Like it's not a ton of changes, and I have to say I love that there's not many changes. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will definitely share a link whenever they're available. They will be up June 4th, which I believe is Tuesday. So definitely check them out when they come. I can't wait to see what the differences are between like what I have here and what the options are to like add to the planner. So definitely look out for those links. I'll post on Instagram, and I'll probably also post whenever I do another budget video. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.